How's it going, everybody? This is RBT coming at you with my college football week 14 prediction video. This is going to be my last college football prediction video because this is the last week of the regular season. You got the conference championship games this week. I think actually next week you got Army Navy, but not sure if I'll make a video for that. Probably not. But let's jump right into it. This isn't many games this week. This is definitely the least amount of games in a week this season, so it shouldn't be that long of a video. And before I start, I want to apologize for not doing my NFL recap video last night because I was just too tired. It was getting late and I just didn't really feel like it. But that will resume next Sunday, so sorry about that, but it is what it is. Go ahead and get to the game. Thursday night, you got the Big East Championship game, basically. Not actually the championship game, but the winner of this game wins the Big East and goes to the Orange Bowl, or whatever bowl the Big East champion ends up going to. It's Louisville at Rutgers. My brain's telling me Rutgers, my heart's telling me Louisville. And for that fact, I'll go with the team that didn't get beat as bad last week, which is Louisville. They lost in overtime to Connecticut. Rutgers got absolutely demolished by Pitt. So I'm going to go with Teddy Bridgewater and the Louisville Cardinal to win the Big East. And Rutgers, don't get me wrong, they have a good defense. Gary Nova, their quarterback, can be good at times. They have a really good running back. But I think Teddy Bridgewater and that Louisville offense ends up being a little bit too much for Rutgers. And I'll go Louisville 24, Rutgers 21. Friday night, you got two championship games. You got the MAC championship game and the Pac-12 championship game, which is at Stanford. The first game, which is the MAC championship game, you got Northern Illinois versus Kent State. And I've been hearing a bunch of talk in this game. The Orange Bowl selection committees go into this game, and it's probably not set in stone, but I'll go with about 70-80%. The winner of this game will end up going to the Orange Bowl because Kent State, if they win this game, will definitely be higher than 16. And even Bruce Feldman of CBS said that if Northern Illinois beats Kent State, they'll probably jump up 5 spots and be eligible for a bowl game. And I'm pretty sure the Orange Bowl committee will end up choosing the MAC champion over the Big East champion, because that's just how it is. But anyways, I'm going to go with Kent State in this game. Their shareable running backs is SEC-esque. They have two really, really good running backs who can beat you any day of the week. Northern Illinois, very talented team. Only loss in the season is a 1-point loss to Iowa. So, I mean, they're a talented group. They have a pretty good defense. Offense is explosive. But I'm going to go Kent State with their stable running backs. And I'll go Kent State. I think isn't this game played in Detroit? I think it is. I'll go Kent State 35, Northern Illinois 31. No, let's go 42-35 Kent State. I think it'll be a high-scoring game. Then you got UCLA at Stanford for the Pac-12 championship. And there's no reason in the world you would not pick Stanford in this game because, I mean, these two teams played last Saturday. And Stanford just blew them out. So no other reason than that. I'll just go with Stanford because, I mean, they won last week against the team, so no logical reason for. I mean, it would be tough logically to think about a team beating the other team 2 weeks in a row. Because usually when you see teams playing twice in a year, it's usually split. But with just the way that Stanford handled that game, I don't see any way UCLA being able to beat Stanford. So I'll go Stanford. Stanford 31, UCLA 20. And now on the Saturday games, you got Oklahoma at TCU. TCU did have a good showing against Texas last week, beat Texas on Thursday night. But Oklahoma, Landry Jones, that defense too much for TCU, too much for a freshman quarterback. But I'm gonna go Oklahoma. Oklahoma 37, TCU 17. Oklahoma State at Baylor. Be a very high-scoring game. Baylor's on a roll. Oklahoma State came up a little bit short against Oklahoma last week. And Baylor's won 2 or 3 games in a row against really, really tough teams. And I'm going to go Baylor in this game with the upset, playing at home, 11 o'clock game on Fox. I think Nick Florence and that offense gets it done against Oklahoma State. I think they win this game 48-41 over Oklahoma State. Central Florida at Tulsa. I think this is the Conference USA Championship game. Tulsa coming off a heartbreaking loss last week. They were definitely didn't expect to lose last week, but they did. What was the score of the game? They lost. I know they got beat by SMU, but It was by a touchdown, well, by 8 points, 35-27. Tried coming back in that game. They scored 15 points in the fourth quarter, but it was just SMU was just too much. That attack by June Jones, that air raid attack. But oh man, it's a tough game. But I'm gonna go Tulsa. Tulsa 28, UCF 17. UCF can play some pretty good defense from time to time, but I think Tulsa's offense just is too much for that UCF defense. And Oregon State does play Nicholls State, but that don't even deserve a prediction. Oregon State should win by 40. Kansas at West Virginia. West Virginia has been playing some tough Big 12 games. They've hit a tough stretch. They broke a 5-game losing streak last week against Iowa State. But when West Virginia plays a bad defense, they definitely can put up a bunch of points. And Kansas is that perfect example. They have a really bad defense. Offense can't score too much. I do think Kansas scores over 20, but I think West Virginia scores over 60. Honestly, I'll go West Virginia 62, Kansas 20, 21. No, I'll give them 24. West Virginia 62, Kansas 24. Man, moving on. There's not too many games this week for real. Boise State at Nevada. No reason to pick against Boise State in this game. Nevada has been tough this year. I think this game is one of the. I think the winner of this game wins a share of the Mountain West Conference. I might be wrong, but I'm gonna go Boise State. I think their defense will get it done. Nevada doesn't have a good offense, but I'll go Boise State 27, Nevada 21. 27-24. 27-24 Boise State. Cincinnati at Connecticut. Cincinnati had a tough stretch there, but they bounced back last week at the win over South Florida. Connecticut coming off a huge win against Louisville, who was a favorite to win the conference. But oh man, it's a tough game. I think Cincinnati gets done very, very close. I'll go 21-20 Cincinnati over Connecticut. Connecticut has a great running game with Lyle McCombs, but I think that Cincinnati offense will end up being just a little bit too much for Connecticut. Oh man, here we go, the matchup of the week. Alabama versus Georgia in the Georgia Dome for the SEC championship game. Oh man, I'm going to make my prediction video for this in just a second, but I think we end up winning this game. I'm going to go 27-17. I think our run game will be too much for them. I think Todd Gurley does get a few nice runs on us, but I think when you come down to the teams, both have good defenses and both have good offenses. They both pound the ball, and I think both quarterbacks are on par with each other. Seriously, Aaron Murray hasn't blown anybody out of the water this year, but he's been efficient. So is AJ McCarron, not turning the ball over. And I think it comes down to talent at the skill positions, and I think we have better wide receivers. I think we have better running backs, and we have a better offensive line. And I think we'll just win the game. I'll go 27-17 Alabama. Hit at South Florida. South Florida doing terrible. Absolutely terrible this year. I feel bad for him. So it's probably Skip Holt's last game at head coach for South Florida. Pitt has hit a pretty good stretch. I mean, they've been playing really good football. They started out the season very, very slow, but ever since then, they've been playing pretty good football. Like, even competing with teams like Notre Dame, who's the number 1 team in the country. Absolutely blew Rutgers out of the water last week. So, no reason you wouldn't pick Pitt in this game. So, I'll go Pitt. I'll go Pitt 34, South Florida 14. Texas at Kansas State. Oh man, I'm gonna go Texas in this game. Kansas State, they're all down. Lost the chance of playing a national championship game. They gotta win this game to win the Big 12. I think too much pressure's on them. Texas will come in their house and beat Kansas State in a high-scoring type game. I'll go Texas 37, Kansas State 34 in a very close game, but I think Texas ends up getting it done and upsets number 6 Kansas State at home. Oh man, Florida State versus Georgia Tech. This is a joke of a game. I don't know. I mean, I don't really see any way Georgia Tech can win this game. It'd be interesting to see them win, but I don't think they do. Florida State's defense too much. EJ Manuel. Only chance to see him losing this game is if they overlook Georgia Tech. I mean, Georgia Tech's gonna be ready to play. They're playing for the conference championship and a chance to go to a BCS bowl, which is a joke because they'd be 7-6. But I mean, that's the implication of this game. And they just set up this place is set up how it is. I mean, they win, they're going to the championship. I mean, going to the Orange Bowl. So, I mean, things just fell their way. But either way, Florida State, I think, wins this game. they should blow them out. I'll go 34-14 Florida State. And last game, Nebraska versus Wisconsin. Nebraska, I think, will win this game definitely. I think Nebraska's defense is too much. I think Monty Ball and James White do have good games, but I think in the end, Taylor Martinez, Kenny Bell, Amir Abdullah, Rex Burkhead end up being too much for that Wisconsin defense. And I'll go Nebraska. I'll go Nebraska 28, Wisconsin 21. And I think Nebraska will be on the way to the Rose Bowl. And South Alabama at Hawaii. South Alabama, they can possibly get the third win of the season in this game. And Hawaii's been struggling. I think Hawaii only has 1 or 2 wins in the season. I'm pretty sure. They've been definitely struggling the first year under head coach Norm Chow. I thought he was gonna have a little bit better game. But yeah, they're 2-9. They got their second win of the season last week, but they've been blown out by their opponents this year. So South Alabama does have a chance, but I don't think. Man, why not? I'll go South Alabama. South Alabama playing the 13th game of the season. They have 13 regular season games this year. And Hawaii's not been able to do anything too much. They're like 100th or worse in like all the categories in points for, passing yards, rushing yards, points against. And man, I'm just gonna go with my heart and go South Alabama 24-21 over Hawaii. So that's been my week 14 prediction video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Didn't end up being too long. They ended up usually being like 20 minutes or so. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Hope you guys enjoyed my videos throughout the year. I will make videos for the BCS bowls coming up. Probably a separate video for each one, and prediction for all the bowl games. So that might be what I do next week. So yeah, so this is my actual last prediction video for the college football season, weekly prediction video that is. So I hope you enjoyed it along the way. Please subscribe if you haven't already, because I'll definitely will probably be doing these next year. I'm not going to guarantee anything, but more than likely I'll be around next year. So go ahead and subscribe if you're just now starting to watch my videos. No reason not to subscribe, because I'll be doing sport videos throughout the year. So hope you enjoyed. Be looking forward to my BCS bowl predictions. I'm going to do my Alabama, Georgia prediction video right here. So I'll see you guys later. As always, roll Tide, go Sox, and go Titans to you. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you later. Have a great day. See you.